Again to my fellow horsemen from wherever it is you are from. My name is Luis Ximenez, and I am doing this video um, to explain, based on my experience and on my study of horsemanship for the past 40 years, on the correct use of the spur. What is the purpose of using the spur and the correct use of the spur? Because I've had it wrong for many years. I must confess, I've had it wrong for many years, because I always thought the spurs are the accelerator. So if I want to accelerate, well, I dig in the spur. If I want to accelerate faster, or I want to go faster, I want to accelerate more, well, I dig in the spur a little more. That's how I used to think. That's how I used to do it for many years. I'm ashamed to say, but that's the process of learning. You have to learn. That is not really correct. That is not the correct use of the spur. I don't think it's a good example or a good simulation to say the spur is the accelerator. Actually, the spur, the spur is a tool, is a piece of equipment that should be used for the specific purpose of stimulating the muscles of the abdomen of the horse, the tummy muscles. It's specifically for stimulating those muscles. Now, why do we want to stimulate those muscles? We want to stimulate those muscles so they can be activated, which means they can contract in an instant. Okay, so if they're activated, they're ready to do a contraction. And now, why would you want this to be the case? Well, you want these muscles to be ready, to be activated, so you can present the horse to a problem, and the horse will use these muscles to be in an athletic position to solve the problem. When the horse has his tummy muscles activated, I would say activated. Activated means they can be on and off in an instant. Okay, the horse can do any athletic effort with no problem at all. You can present the horse to the problem, and the horse will solve it to the best of his ability. So actually, if I want to give you an example, if I want the horse to go faster, okay, so I activate his tummy muscles, and then I allow him to go faster. If I want the horse to do piaffe, I activate his tummy muscles, and then I allow him to do the piaffe. And it's not the spur that's making him do the piaffe. It's the spur that's making him activate the tummy muscles so he can do the piaffe. If I want to jump a 5-foot jump, a big 5-foot jump, I activate his tummy muscles, and then I present him to the jump, and I allow him to jump the jump. Now he has the athletic disposition, so to speak, to do the big effort, to do the athletic effort. So anyway, that is really the purpose of the spur. That's not to say, and I'm the first one guilty of sin, because we've all been in situations where the horse lost it. The horse lost his concentration. The horse lost his engagement or lost his confidence, and then you have to go to the spur and you have to dig in the spur. But that's not what you're looking for. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. You want as much as you can. You want to avoid ever having to do that. So you want to train your horse so the response to the spur is activate the tummy muscles. They're active. Now it's almost like if you're ticklish and somebody's is threatening to tickle you, so your muscles are in the tummy. If you're ticklish, they're ready to contract. They're not. They're just in an athletic position. So you don't want to. You want to train the horse to learn that when you touch him with the spur, that's all you want. You want active tummy muscles, and then something else makes him do whatever it is, or simply. Actually, a really trained horse, if you teach him this, you activate his tummy muscles, and then you present him to the problem, The horse solves it on his own. The horse does it on his own. He does it on his own, and he does it beautifully, because it's not you doing it, it's the horse doing it. To give you an example, an extreme example of this, is a rider whom I absolutely admire as a rider in horseman, is Pablo Hermoso de Mendoza. He's from Spain, and he's a bullfighter. He's a bullfighter rider. So that means he bullfights with a horse. I mean, imagine that. So to a horse, going to a bull that wants to kill you must be terrifying, right? So, but he's such a master training his horses that he sets up the horse, and he presents him to the bull, and then there's no leg. He's not spurring the horse into the bull. He's setting the horse up. He's activating his tummy muscles with his spur, and with the spur doesn't mean you have to make a hole on his flank. You just little touches with the spur. That's all it is. You really need to have a microscope, so to speak, to be able to detect what he's doing. But I watch him, I study him because I admire him, and his techniques are flawless. They're invisible, I would say. But anyway, if you have a keen eye, you will notice that he does that, and then he just allows the horse to solve the problem. He presents him to the bull, ready, in an athletic disposition, and then he just allows the horse. And the horse does it amazing. It's amazing the things he can do with the horse. Or the horse, I would say, it's amazing the things he allows the horse to do in front of a bull. But, same thing goes for a jumping rider. Great riders like Scott Brash or Steve Gerdat, riders whom I absolutely admire and I follow because I admire them. I respect them and admire them profoundly. I've seen him approach a triple that is so huge, it looks unjumpable, and they're going at it really with no legs. They're not driving the horse to the triple, they're going with no legs. But how do they do this? Well, in the turn, they stimulate the horse, they stimulate the tummy muscles with the spur, like I just explained. After the turn, they relax and they present the horse to the triple, and then the horse just does it by himself beautifully. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I hope this will give you an insight, and hopefully you'll try it, and you'll be surprised. Horses can really be brilliant. That's how you get the brilliance of a horse. Not driving a horse to the problem, but preparing him and then allowing him to solve the problem. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. Just one last word. I'll leave you with the words of Francois Boucher. Francois Boucher, who is the Beethoven of horsemanship. He's the Beethoven of. He was an innovator. He was an absolute cornerstone in the development of horsemanship and horse training. And Francois Boucher, he says, these are his words. He says, from all the horses I have trained, I've never found a horse that lacks sensitivity in his flanks. Wow. However, horses may lack the response to the stimulus in the flanks. That's a different question, but the sensitivity is the same. So in other words, it's really, really pointless to use a very sharp spur, a spur that might cut a horse, or that might, cut him or take the hair off, because it's not really the purpose of it. You just want to stimulate it. So you just want a little something, something a bit pointy, but not sharp at all. Should be a little bit dull, but that'll touch and stimulate those muscles. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Good luck. Till next time.